Parker. How you doing, mate? Okay, so just going to pop in the weekly for you. GBP you're trading, isn't it? You're buying off PayPal. So yeah, just having a little look because I enjoy the learning process. Now, um, so yeah, it's not got a full history because Litecoin for the fiat, i.e., normal money. Fiat means normal money. In this case, fiat be this fiat particular being Great British Pounds, the Great British Pound. Trend line, up you go. And let's have a look. Because, it's having a look at the different exchanges and different types of coins which are traded as pairs with the Litecoin. There is going to be some variance in there, but this is what you do. And there will be variance between different points of purchase for the Litecoin. And there's ways also to trade those differences. In fact, the wealthiest, is he 27? I think it's the wealthiest 27-year-old in the world, basically traded Bitcoin between the differences of price between the exchanges, something called arbitrage. So yeah, you get the picture. If he's made billions off it, then you get the picture. There's variance, isn't there? Okay, so in there, let's have a look. That is called a Bartley Gorman. Okay. I need to go back to my notes to really go through the Bartley Gorman again. Essentially, what is happening is it comes up to the target price will be coming up to the 786 fibs, the 78.6% of the Fibonacci retracement tool. Okay, and it's done that absolutely perfectly and started coming back down. So moving from the weekly chart, if always zoom out. If in doubt, zoom out is the mantra. Okay, so within there, there's the main trend line. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to change colours to try and avoid confusion. All right. Just to avoid confusion. No, there we go. And reduce that in size maybe, and change the colour. Pink. Let's do pink or yellow. Go on you. No. Sure, is it a little better in yellow? A little bit. Should we go for pink? Bit of pink, nice bit of pink. Pink it up. So this is the main trend line in white, the whites. So let's put that in solid. Main trend line up. Hit that. Formed something like a big W pattern. But within there's another one, isn't there? It has come up to a T on that 786. See how it's sat there? Zoom in. So this is really healthy. It's good. It's formed a reversal pattern. At the end of a long trend, forming a W pattern is a good thing. A W bottom. In this case, is it a Adam and Eve? It's sort of a funny one. That's come lower, but the highs are but it's still come up to that 786, which really pleased about. Maybe it will squeeze up through, break that trend there. If it does break that trend, potentially it might have some oomph. Yeah, it might retrace. Don't forget that it might retrace, mate. That trend breakout is taken from the pivot points. We're basically where those pivot points where the highs and lows are creating two or more, are creating what those trend lines there, the pink trend lines, okay? The pink dotted ones. And if it does break out there, it will come out quite nicely. Yeah, let's just squeeze it along there, take something a bit more conservative. That potentially is 58%, so that's really good. It might retrace and it's going to accumulate, and I think it should hold the line. If it doesn't, got to prepare what the I'd be preparing what the tolerance is for it to dip below that line. Always adjust the stop losses, the automated sell parameters, mate. Okay, so there's risk management as well. It's a highly risky asset. High risk asset, mate. Where's that? Where would that come out to if it does break out here? Are we looking for something else? Will it come up to that 618? Is that what's going to happen? Or is it a lower pivot point? See, sometimes what happens is take these other pivot points here. Where's he gone? What the fuck? Yeah. What does that adhere to? Well, that lower one does adhere to that 618, doesn't it? So if it does break out there, it's not just going to moon up in one candle, but it could be looking at 40% there potentially, which is quite nice. Before it reaches that point, maybe makes a retrace, maybe it'll just come along, maybe it'll be a reaccumulation on the way up before creating a continuation before moving up. It's looking good, it's looking healthy at the moment. So it depends what he does on this area here in this pattern. It might just continue. So it's healthy. It might just continue to just range somehow, broadly range, come up there, but not even fake out. I've heard break out, and it might just continue range. It might even come through there, and when it does, it might crawl up a bit more before moving up to that 618 in there. We just might do it. Different scenarios, different options, but it's it's trying to make those higher lows, and that's a good thing. Really trying to make higher lows. It's been driven down a bit there. I don't know what's that, but broadly, it looks like it's trying to get a squeeze, isn't it? And see how's all that squeezed up and then gone out there. It might just suddenly do the same thing. There's a lot of energy on there. Squeezing as he's really building up, challenges it, and then away he goes. Now, you might just do that. You might do something else. Lots of options to think about. It's never a straightforward story. It's just consider all those different things, but it's looking healthy, looking good. It's looking good at the moment, but always keep an eye on it. It's a high risk asset. Yeah, I think that's all, Jay. It's neither this nor that, is it? But given the scenarios, yeah, if it does come out, look for some good steady developments. All right, so what's in there? It's nice, isn't it? That's if it doesn't break out now, which that's about 40% maybe, the potential 60% there. It's not guaranteed it's going to be 60, but it's a potential. Technically, it's there. All right. Okay, and what happens then? You've still got to come up against that, the trend there. What happens on this trend? Who knows what will happen? Yeah, who knows? Well, what about that then? That's another story, isn't it? It's another story altogether. Descending, massive descending wedges here. Up. Who knows, mate? So, always looking at the different options, aren't you? So it's just looking healthy, moving along, sort of upwards and onwards, slowly but surely, squeezing up energy. If it does cool down, it's just going to be looking at squeezing up into there, building up that impetus, that energy to build up for a sort of impetus sort of movement, and a squeeze on up and out. There you go. Just builds up pressure. Price builds up pressure, and like that, as we see there, builds up pressure, squeezes on to get some sort of resistance. So they're coiling up for that move upwards. Yeah, be literate. Try and be literate.